Welcome back to BSTT. It's Ben here, and today I'm going over the situation between the Vegas Golden Knights and their cap space. So let's get right into the video. So, a few days ago, it was announced that Mark Stone was going on IR, and then a few minutes later it was announced that Jack Eichel was coming off IR. And this raised a bunch of eyes because Mark Stone didn't suffer any injuries and he looked fine. And Jack Eichel, if he played and Mark Stone was playing, they'd be over the salary cap and couldn't play. So everyone immediately knew what Vegas was doing, and they were just putting him on IR until the playoffs when there's no salary cap, so they could play Eichel and get him used to playing. And personally, I think this is cheap and bad management and bad ownership because you should prepare for this stuff and you should know how much cap you're going to have when your not best player, but when one of your superstar players is going to come back. And I think the NHL should do something with this, but they can't because the same thing happened last year with Nikita Kucherov, where he had surgery right after the playoffs the year before, and he didn't play at all during the season, and he was on IR, but somehow when the playoffs happened, he came back and had an insane playoffs. And so basically, I think it's wrong to do this because it's kind of like you're not doing good management. You're getting too many players and going over the cap. And then if one injured player comes back, what do? You put a different one on IR. And I think in the future the NHL should do some stuff to go against it. But I'm going to show you what Vegas's cap situation looks like. So, big thank you to Cap Friendly because I'm using their website for this. But so the people making a lot of money, or Pacioretty was $7 million, Eichel with $10 million, Marchessault with $5 million, Carlson with $5.9 million, Riley Smith with another $5 million, Pietrangelo with $8.8 million, Evgeny Dadonov with $5 million, Shea Theodore with $5.2 million, and then scratch you have Robin Lehner with $5 million. And then on the IR, you have Mark Stone with $9.5 million a year, which they just put him on because like I said before, he can't be playing. But you also have Alec Martinez on here because he's actually hurt. But if he comes back, still they're not going to take him off IR until the playoffs because they'd be over the cap, and then they'd have to send people down or trade them or put them on waivers. And Vegas doesn't want to break up their super team, which I think it's just wrong to do that because it's basically saying cap space doesn't matter if there's a way out of it. I think the NHL should do something against it next year or at the end of this year. But these are some of the players on Vegas that are making a lot of money. I said some of them before, but we have William Karlsson making $5.9 million. Max Pacioretty is making $7. Robin Lehner is making $5. Shea Theodore is making above $5. Evgeny Dadonov above $5. Chandler Stevenson's actually not making that much in NHL terms. He's making $2.5 million, which is a good contract for them, but it's kind of like on their team that's kind of a big contract because next year I'll bet you a bunch of these guys are going to be gone and their bottom six is going to be mostly two-way contracts and stuff like that. But we got Marchessault making more than $5, Alec Martinez more than $5, Riley Smith more than $5, Pietrangelo more than $8. It's not a good situation at all for them. And there's one solution for this, and that solution is to have an actual salary cap during the playoffs. If they had this, then teams like Vegas and Tampa couldn't do what they've been doing, and they'd have to trade away players or not play Eichel. And I think the IR should be only for actual injured players or players with actual reasons, not to save cap. And I think every time someone goes on IR, the NHL should do like an evaluation or something like that to make sure they're not faking like Vegas and Tampa have done. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great day. If you agreed with my opinion on this, comment down below. If you didn't, comment your opinion and what you disagreed with. I'll see you in the next video.